to another Clean With Me. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we are going to be all about the kitchen and prepping for Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving week, so we have so much to get done. So if you guys are in need of some motivation to get your house ready for hosting, to get your house ready to leave and you want to come home to a clean house, let's get those to-do lists out and let's get started. First things first, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and that you're doing okay. My name is Lindsay and I'm a 29-year-old stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 10-month-old, and we are in full swing over here as we are headed into the busy season that is the holidays, and with Thanksgiving and the beginning of December all being in the same week, it's definitely putting a lot of eggs into the basket that I am currently trying to juggle on top of my head. But I am very excited for this week. We are working in the kitchen, getting everything ready so that I can cook for the Thanksgivings that we're going to be attending, getting everything ready, and we are hosting a few people over the weekend as well. So trying to get the house in order to host. But I hope you guys are doing well. We are currently experiencing some cooler weather, so that's been super fun, and I have a big focus this week on trying to keep up with my zonal cleans and do a little bit of deep cleaning too. Like I said, we are planning on having some family come this weekend to stay for a couple days, but today I am focusing 100% on the kitchen. This was the day of my kitchen zonal clean, and I am starting off with the dishes. The dishes are not normally something that I would include in my zonal clean. I either do them before I start the zonal clean or I wait till after the zonal clean to do them. But today I was just going to go ahead and do them because I was going to be cleaning the coffee maker. On my list for today is to clean the coffee maker, clean the microwave, clean the stove and the dishwasher, the cabinets, the floors, and the one thing I wanted to do that I did not get done in this video was to empty out the refrigerator. That is my biggest tip for the holidays, is to empty out your refrigerator, clean it really good before you start cooking and baking and bringing home all those leftovers, because you are definitely not going to want to be trying to prep some food and have no space in your refrigerator. But I didn't get to do it in this video, but I probably will do it this week before Thanksgiving, as long as I find the time. I'm sure, as you guys can see, I have lots of little helpers running around, so getting things done recently has just been really difficult. I have basically 3 little shadows that follow me around and either get under my feet or undo everything that I'm trying to do. So it's been fun recently, but yeah, so I knew I was going to need my sink cleared so that I could clean the coffee maker effectively. So I just thought, I'm just going to go ahead and load up the dishwasher and run it. And then I also wanted to get those Christmas dishes that were in that box on the counter washed and put away, because the box was just taking up too much room. And I'm going to need all my counter space for the cooking that I have to do this week. But I am very curious, what do you all do for the holiday? If you celebrate Thanksgiving, do you go visit family? Do you host people at your house? What are your your traditions that you do? Do you go Black Friday shopping? For us, we do my family on Thanksgiving Day, and we alternate between my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family on odds and evens. So even years we see my mom's family, and odd years we see my dad's family. So we are going to go down to my aunt's house on Thanksgiving Day and have lunch and do all the family fun things there. And then Friday, I'm going Black Friday shopping with my sister and my sister-in-law, and my sister's going to spend the night. And then Saturday, we are having all of our siblings over, my siblings, Kevin's siblings, to watch the Ohio State-Michigan game. It is the big game, and we are excited for that. I love having people over to watch football with me. If you guys were here for last year's Vlogmas, you might remember that I was like completely obsessed with football last year, and I totally blamed it on being pregnant with a boy. But I feel like I still have the same feelings about football as I did last year. So maybe it wasn't just being pregnant with a boy. But anyways, so we're having those guys over to watch the game, and then on Sunday we are going to see Kevin's family, and we usually do something the Sunday of the weekend of Thanksgiving with them pretty much every year. So we'll be getting together with them on Sunday, which is super exciting. And I'm making something to take to both of the Thanksgivings we're going to, and then I'm making some like appetizer type foods for Saturday's game. So I knew I was going to be using the kitchen a lot, so I thought, let me focus on getting this place ready to go, in shape, so I can clean and do the things that I need to do. The one thing I do want to get done is and here really quick, I'm just going to show you the Christmas dishes. I got these Christmas dishes at a yard sale, and I absolutely love that vintage pattern. And actually, after I bought these and we used them last Christmas, I was at a thrift store a couple weeks after Christmas, and I found the matching like spoon rest in the same print. So I'll have to dig that out. I know I put it away separately, but I just love that set. I love the print. It's so pretty, and it just is such a nostalgic Christmas print for me. I love it. But the one thing I do want to get made this week is I want to make some Buckeyes, which if you're not familiar with what a Buckeye is, the actual Buckeye is a nut that grows on a tree. But the Buckeye that we eat is just a ball of peanut butter that is dipped in chocolate, and it is very good. And I usually try to make them around the holidays, but I was thinking since I'm hosting the Buckeye game that I should make some Buckeyes. And I also have my round pretzels to make pretzel wreaths, so I'll probably dip some pretzels in some chocolate and make some goodies like that to take with us to all the different places that we are going and to have while we're hosting everyone this weekend. So that's exciting. But let me tell you, November just flew by for me, and this week is so busy. I realized last week that this week was Thanksgiving when I thought to myself, I have a whole week to prepare for Thanksgiving, so no big deal. And then I pulled out my calendar and I'm like, oh no, I don't. I have a few days. But I gotta go do a shopping, which poor planning on my part to have to go do a shopping the week of Thanksgiving is not going to be fun. I'm probably gonna get up super early and do that. But yeah, so I gotta figure that out. But I was also caught off guard because the school sent home the 12 Days of Christmas countdown last week, and I thought to myself, or it was the beginning of last week, and I was like, oh wow, that's kind of early. Why are they sending it? Usually they send it home with the Thanksgiving break, so you have plenty of time to think about it. Well, the first day of the last 12 days of Christmas, because they don't go a full week at preschool, they just go Monday through Thursday. The first day of the last 12 days of Christmas is the day that you're watching this video, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's Mad About Plaid Day, so they're supposed to wear flannels, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how in the world are we here? This like totally snuck up on me. And we will also be beginning Vlogmas at the end of this week, so when Sunday will be the first day of Vlogmas, so go ahead and subscribe. This is an excellent reminder. Go ahead and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you do not miss any video that we put out, because we will be doing Vlogmas every day in December. Well, every day until Christmas. And then I'll have a clean with me or something for Christmas morning to help you like get everything cleaned up after you're done opening presents or something. But something just light and pre-recorded that I don't have to work on so I can spend time with my family. But yeah, so I'm really excited for all the stuff that we've got going on, but it has definitely snuck up on me. A very, very busy week indeed. So here, I'm all done with the sink and the dishes, so I'm just taking apart the coffee maker, and it was really gross. I was like, oh my goodness, nasty. And even in this like water tank, there was a dead ladybug floating around in there. I was like, ew. I was really glad that I hadn't made coffee in a while, which is probably actually why it was in there in the first place, but ugh. So definitely needed to get this cleaned up, and I wanted to get the coffee maker clean because my dad's going to be coming, and whenever my dad is up here, he's always like, will you make me a coffee? I used to have a Keurig and then it stopped working, and I didn't really use the Keurig. I pretty much exclusively use my espresso machine. So when my dad is here, if he wants a coffee, I just make him an espresso. So he'll be like, will you make me one? And so I was like, I better get everything cleaned up and ready to go for all these people who are going to be here. And one of the first things I'm going to be doing for Vlogmas is shopping for the coffee/cocoa bar. My mom is not a coffee drinker, so I want to make sure I have plenty of hot chocolate and cocoa stuff for that, for people who don't want coffee, and then also have plenty of seasonal things for people who do want coffee, like me and my dad. So that is going to be coming up, but I try to deep clean my coffee maker about once a month. I don't always get to do it, and it's really bad because it definitely needs it, and it gets used quite a decent amount. So it's definitely something I need to be prioritizing, is making sure that it's getting a good deep clean. One of the things I have wanted to try is one of those descaling treatments where you run a clean cycle on your machine and you put this tablet in the tank, and it like helps take out all the lime scale and like built up hard water and stuff like that in the internals of your machine. So that is definitely something that I want to look into trying here in the future. So here I am just rinsing off all of these parts for my coffee maker. I wanted to make sure I got all those bigger coffee ground chunks off of there. And then I'm going to prepare a little soak for it. And I'm going to soak everything in some vinegar water with some baking powder. Baking soda, not baking powder, with some baking soda to help just kind of loosen all the dirt up and try to get everything off of there and make sure that that is all good to go. The main reason I wanted to clean my coffee maker was because my family is coming. We're going to be hosting and having people around for the holidays, and whenever people are around, we end up making hot chocolate, lots of coffee. Whenever my dad comes over, he's like, will you make me a coffee? So I wanted to make sure that I had time to do that. And so I knew I was going to let those things soak, so I went ahead and put them in that tub. And I wanted to put them in the tub because I was going to be doing other things, and I wanted to still have access to the sink to dump things out, to rinse things off, and not be too worried about having space, or there's something soaking in my sink or whatever, or something getting dropped into the sink by mistake. Either way, I just thought that that would be the most practical use of that tub for right now. And then over here, I am just putting away these Christmas mugs. If you guys watched last week's video, you saw me putting up all the Christmas decorations. And when I was setting up this area, I was like, oh, all my Christmas mugs need cleaned, so I don't have any to put up right now. Last year, at the end of the Christmas season, I decluttered the larger Christmas mugs that I have. So I left out my 2 gray ones that are my year-round mugs. But I think I'm going to look for some new mugs. The reason I decluttered the ones I had from last year, they were like the bigger size, is because they were just kind of hodgepodge. I had collected them over the years. They didn't really match anything. They didn't go with anything. And I really wanted things that like I could set out on that shelf and they would match and they would look good. Because that shelf has kind of become a stylist piece. It's become a decor part of my coffee area. So here, after I let all of that stuff soak for about an hour, I went back in with some soap and water and just kind of scrubbed everything down really good and give it a good deep clean. But I'm going to run to Dollar Tree later this week, part of my Thanksgiving shopping, so I'll probably look at some of the mugs that they have there. I know right now they have these red mugs that are like textured to look like sweaters, and they're like super cool to hold and the way they feel. So I might look into getting a couple red ones because those would be really good for not just Christmas, but also to have for the winter time, so I could leave them out even after Christmas is over. So I think I'm going to go look for something like that just to try to help me out in that sense. But yeah, because I feel like I left the gray ones out specifically so that I would have a bigger mug that I could make like a full cup of coffee in. But those Christmas mugs that go with my Christmas dish set, they're on the small side. All right, guys, here's a real life moment. the microwave. Do not judge me, okay? This is really bad. I think I need one of those microwave shields or something that like goes over the dish while you're microwaving to prevent this splatter from happening. And also, I feel like in the new zonal clean that I'm going to be working on during Vlogmas, I'm going to have to make a specific point to include these appliances, these smaller appliances, the coffee maker, the microwave, into the zonal clean so that everything is getting the attention that it needs. Like when I go to wipe the top of this microwave, it is so gross. I'm going in here with my Jaws degreaser, the kitchen degreaser. Absolutely love it. It's perfect for this job, getting the stuck on food off, getting all that grime and caked on stuff from cooking for weeks and weeks and months, getting all of that off of there. So I definitely want to look for something that's going to make this task a little bit easier if I'm going to be adding it into the zonal clean. This is more of a deep cleaning task that I would not consider part of the weekly tasks. Maybe wiping down the front of the microwave, but not necessarily cleaning out the interior of the microwave. But something's got to change because, man, I cannot keep having to spend 20 minutes doing stuff like this. But you'll see right here when I start to clean the outside of the microwave and then I just go across that top really quick. It was so caked on up there. In fact, it was so caked on up there that I looked up and I was like, I'm going to start cleaning the cabinets next. I really should do these top doors with the degreaser before I try to clean them with the regular cleaner, because I'm just going to have a really hard time. I clean the faces of my cabinets with a mop, and there's no way I'm going to be in the middle of mopping and pull out the stool and get back up there to try to clean everything off. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But, you can see, guys, real quick here that it did a really good job and I'm really happy with it. But what I would be even more happy with is not having to spend that much time cleaning the microwave. So I definitely want to look into either a shield or something to help with this. So I'm just going to do the front of the dishwasher, and I do the same process with the stainless steel. I do the kitchen degreaser to get all those fingerprints off of there. And then the step that I don't do in the microwave, inside the microwave, is I do the glass cleaner from Jaws. And the glass cleaner comes with 2 cloths. It comes with a microfiber cloth for the main cleaning part, and then it comes with a polishing cloth that I think just really adds to the shining of it all and helps prevent the streaks. And I absolutely love it. I love the way it works. I love the way it looks and how it makes everything look so awesome. And I need that for this stainless steel. I've thought about getting stainless steel cleaners before, but I've just never bit the bullet because I really love my Jaws cleaners. They're non-toxic. They don't have a harsh smell, and I'm worried that any stainless steel cleaner is going to have like a smell to it or whatever. And I'm coming over here and doing the same thing to the oven. Let me tell you, I'm just super grateful that I don't have a stainless steel refrigerator with 3 little kids, because my kids stand at the fridge pretty much all the time when I'm in the kitchen and move their magnets around and play and touch it with their sticky fingers. And if every little fingerprint showed on that fridge like a stainless steel would, like the dishwasher does, I think I would cry. I would have no way of keeping up with that. That would be ridiculous. So no stainless steel refrigerators in this house, at least not for a while. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I got all of those things done really quick. I tried to work from the top to the bottom. So I was like, all right, let's do these cabinets next, and then we will move on to the floors. Like I said, the dishes are not the main goal of the zonal clean, especially not tonight, because my main focus was trying to get everything cleaned up and ready to go for the week ahead and all of the stuff we had going on for Thanksgiving. So main focus was on these bigger cleaning tasks that needed to be done, like getting all of this put away. I put a little bit of Pine Sol in there, but it's called Pine Glow. It's from the Dollar Tree. It's my favorite. I actually like it better than normal Pine Sol. It just adds a little bit of that disinfectant in there and that cleaning agent without having harsh smells or crazy chemicals. I just really like it. I also recently learned you can use it to get grease stains out of your clothes in the laundry. So I thought that was really cool. Very versatile product. You guys will have to give it a try and let me know what you think. I had a bottle of regular Pine Sol once and I didn't like it, so I went back to getting my Pine-A-Glow from the Dollar Tree. And it looks like I'm getting low, so I should put that on my list to pick up at the Dollar Tree, some Pine-A-Glow. But yeah, just going through and cleaning up these cabinet faces. I do have a spin mop with like a spin bucket, like an O-seater. But I was already going to use this one on the floor, so I thought I'll just bring this one out. I actually like this one better for the cabinets because it's easier to maneuver. You can kind of flip it around and turn it on its side and really, really get in there and get all of those nooks and crannies clean. And if I feel like it didn't do a very good job, which I felt like it did, I can always go back in there with that O-Cedar mop later. But not this week. This week I think this was a sufficient clean. It hadn't been too long since I had done the cabinets, so I wasn't too worried about that. The cabinets is something that is on my weekly that I try to do every single week. So after that, I was just going to go ahead and clean up all these floors, get all the crumbs and sweep everything up and make sure that we were ready to mop. There was like spilt milk and dribbles and drops of all kinds of stuff on the floor. So I'm like, we need to get this place all ready to go. And Mr. Buddy, he's just hanging out here in my in his jumperoo in my kitchen. Let me tell you, he's been super clingy recently. I think it's because of his teeth and everything, but he won't like sleep on his own or let us put him down for very long. He just wants to be involved in whatever it is we're doing. So I told him, you can hang out here in this jumperoo. And I was trying to like sweep without moving him again because I'm like, where am I going to put him? So I ended up like picking up the jumperoo and sweeping around him. And after dinner, I noticed that there was some crumbs and stuff down in his high chair. So I'm like, oh, I'll dump the high chair out onto the ground and clean it. I didn't know that there was that much stuff in the high chair. I was like, you're hiding like half your dinner in the high chair. Like, did you even eat that much? It's all like right here. But anyways, so just getting all of that stuff swept up so that we can do the mopping. And I use the same process for the mopping as I do for pretty much the cabinets. So just use that same water with some Pine Sol in there. And now I would never go the other way around. I would never use the same water from the floor on the water that I would be using for the cabinets. That's just simply because the floor is gross and the cabinets are not that gross. They just have like splashes and like stuff like that on there. They're not that gross. So anyways, just getting all of that cleaned up and making sure that the floor is spick and span. And I knew it was important to make sure I had all of this done because coming home from being with everyone this weekend and all the things that we're going to do, I'm sure the kitchen's going to get messed up again, but at least these deep clean, bigger tasks are done and I don't have to worry about them anymore. So that's going to be the best part for me with having this kitchen clean. So I highly recommend that you guys make sure that you're getting, setting yourselves up for some happiness and some peace when you come home. But I am looking forward to this holiday season. I am excited to have my 3 kids be at such a fun age for the holidays and be excited. And my parents are here and it's just going to be fun. That was a nasty water dump. So here, after everything dried, I'm just putting everything back together really quick over here at the coffee bar. Which is perfect because I'm going to be shopping for that coffee bar at the Dollar Tree later this week. So just picking everything up and putting all of the stuff back after the floor dried, and making sure that we're all good to go so that we can be set up for a good week. I have a lot of cooking and baking and things I'm going to be doing. I need to make some Buckeyes and I need to get the noodles ready and all of that fun stuff for this weekend. But don't forget, guys, to let me know what you were working on in the comments while we were hanging out today. What are your plans for the holidays? I'm so excited to hear. What are your traditions and the things that you're looking forward to doing the most? Like I said, I'm looking forward to shopping with my sister and having my family around for the game and enjoying some time together with my loved ones and the time off from school and all the fun busyness with just my immediate family, my husband and my kids. So I'm excited for all of that. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and a comment down below. And I really, really am thankful for all of you, and I am thankful for this season. So I hope that you guys will join us for the beginning of Vlogmas, and I will see you all very, very soon.